Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are hearing me from. Happy weekend, happy Saturday. It shall be well with all of us. My brother, the clip you're about to watch now is going to speak a lot because Nigeria governments have already been booked back to country of particular concern, which is CPC. Well, as I'm talking to you now, the Biafran government, spearheaded by Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, have won the fight against the zoo. My brothers and sisters, let me not blow that trumpet by my own self. I would like to show you how things have been done. Biko, as you watch this clip, and make sure you are sharing it to all your contemporaries so that everybody go watch them. Come see what they happen. Say, Biafran, Ndi Igbo nation or Biafra nation say they don't want the fighting. Now zoo in total mess. Anyway, let me allow you to see this clip. When we come back, then we'll discuss more about this matter. Oh yeah, let's go there. Please help me to circulate this video. Let it go viral.
The Honourable Member for Regina Capel.
I told you guys, say
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to bring attention to the tragedy Christians in Nigeria are experiencing. The deadly terrorist organization Boko Haram is trying to eliminate the Christian faith from Nigeria. This is the same terrorist group that kidnapped dozens of young schoolgirls and burned innocent civilians alive in cages. According to reports, over 3.5 million people have been forced to flee their homes. 3 churches are destroyed every single day. 7,000 Christians were massacred this year alone, and the faithful must now meet in secret or in burnt-out sanctuaries. Sadly, the world is turning a blind eye to the plight of Christians in Nigeria. There are no embedded journalists covering the violence. There are not daily updates. Politicians around the world are not asked questions about how they will respond. We cannot ignore this violence and tragic loss of life. We must speak out and shine a light on what's happening so that people can donate to relief efforts and provide support to those displaced by violence. To my brothers and sisters in Christ, we know you know the power of prayer. We will not forget you. Stay strong. Keep the faith.
Abala one chance. Nigeria has been exposed. Those bad things where they happen for Nigeria, where they don't allow people talk about. Where we say if anybody talk about them, they go catch the person, go lock them up. Finally, Nigeria, emepego hike like this. No hiding place again for Nigeria. All those atrocious spying of people every day in Nigeria, where the mainstream media know they report. All those things where they happen. Illegality, rigging of election, all those evil things where they happen for Nigeria, where they know they talk about, where we say if anybody talk about and then will lock the person up, K-jam, silent the voice. Finally, Nigeria don't they exposed. The whole world now don't they talk about the atrocities where they happen for Nigeria. When I listen to this video, they share this video. There is another video after this one from Dr. David Matsanga. Oh no, man, Dr. David Matsanga. Both the Western the Africa continent anybody will misbehave if they follow those country up. And they tell you, when I hear brokers not be waiting happen this year to show you that he has been standing firm since. You no one collect bribe. You no one follow all these evil leaders. Imagine if you don't have anybody like Dr. David Matsanga, another Pan-Africanist. Imagine. Now, so Africa, Ghanaian, $10, $1. My people want to listen to this video and do well to share this video, please.
7,000 Christians were massacred this year alone, and the faithful must now meet in secret or in burnt-out sanctuaries. Sadly, the world is turning a blind eye to the plight of Christians in Nigeria. There are no embedded journalists covering the violence. There are not daily updates. Politicians around the world are not asked questions about how they will respond. We cannot ignore this violence and tragic loss of life. We must speak out and shine a light on what's happening so that people can donate to relief efforts and provide support to those displaced by violence. To my brothers and sisters in Christ, we know you know the power of prayer. We will not forget you. Stay strong. Keep the faith.
But this is last speech. I don't understand that more. Nigerians need action now. They need action now. They need action now. Because God no go fit appear from anywhere, can't help them. Now they need physical action. No be by they should believe in God. Now still the same thing where they happen for Nigeria. Another powerful speech from Dr. David Matsanga. Please just pay attention. Don't skip any part of this video. Please pay attention and share this video, please.
Right, so this is the moment we've been waiting for. And we're looking at what happened yesterday, of course, in regards to the ICC Status Conference. Yesterday it was there in relation to His Excellency, President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, the International Criminal Court case against President Uhuru Kenyatta has collapsed. Well, at least that is according to his defense lawyers. They're now calling upon the ICC to make the most honorable and toughest decision. Throw the case out. It has been a tough season for the office of the prosecutor, which is now blaming the Kenyan government of non-cooperation for its problems. One man who most probably is smiling all the way to the bank, standing tall, is Dr. David Matsanga, who for years has been prophesying the collapse of the ICC cases. We have the honor of hosting him here on the Power Breakfast Show. Welcome to the Power Breakfast Show, Dr. Matsanga. We appreciate you. Thank you so much indeed for coming. Okay. Today we have the ICC Status Conference here. It's coming to pass. What we talked about.
All the way to the bank.
All right. What are you doing?
I feel for the victims, because the victims of this country deserve justice. But the way the chief prosecutor, the former chief prosecutor, Luis Moreno Campo, and the current chief prosecutor, Fatu Besuda, investigated this whole ICC, I said it 6 years ago. They did not do an investigation. There was no investigation. Actually, in summary, yesterday, our president is not in court today because of evidence. He's being held there now from yesterday on technicality.
Technicalities, no evidence?
There's no legal evidence left. The lawyers not waste time. You only need to subpoena. And let me tell defense lawyers of Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes.
Subpoena Dr. Matsanga's between Dr. Matsanga and Ocampo and the Besuda. Subpoena that to that court.
What do you mean subpoena?
Subpoena is a very good law word. For it, summon that evidence, and steal that evidence. You will find the whole worms are there.
So are you trying to say that, in fact, this is what the defense lawyers have been saying? Come on, just throw out the case.
To preserve the integrity of the ICC on African continent, I'm telling you, frankly, let's terminate these cases of Kenya. Not only one. The one of Ruto is even worse.
But according to ICC, the prosecutor, they're saying the Ruto one is still strong and it's continuing on.
When you did not even invest, you see, people created academy of witnesses instead of creating academy to teach people tools of doing some things for this country. They created academy of witnesses where they could go and pick witnesses. I'm not to name people here who are not here to defend themselves.
Yes.
Because I've filed my application in the appeal chamber. Let not people lie you. There are 2 applications as a roadblock. That's why this case is collapsing. 2 applications. Application number 1.
Yes.
The chief prosecutor, both of them, committed perjury under Article 70 of the Rome Statute. They told us lies. For 6 years, they've told us lies. They must stand on trial and be investigated by an independent panel. Okay. Which court is this? Look here. Which court is this? If complaints are against Citizen TV, my good friend, brother Elida, SK Macharia will call a commission of inquiry. Which court is this that does not call a commission of inquiry when witnesses have been collapsing like a poker card?
Well, perhaps the question could also come back to you. Who are you to make such?
I'm a Pan-African. Serious Pan-African.
Serious
down. I've won several cases in Africa. Don't you see me? Zimbabwe. And that is online. It is up to him to sort his country. But in Europe, I removed him from the jaws of imperialism. It was me who stood for Mukazi. The only single man in the world who stood and went to the European court, filed an application, telling me why the Zimbabwe sanctions should be on a man when they have not overthrown a man. I defeated the European Union. It is on the record. 2, I stood up because I saw Ocampo in Uganda messed us up. He went and investigated very well. Took both his files from Kenya and UPDF. You know what he did? He hid some of the files. So 2005, when Kenya had not gone on fire. So I said this guy is being used by some powers to dismember this continent.
Well, you're talking about that, but there are people who are also saying you are being used. I mean, who is funding you?
I have never seen Uhuru Kenyatta.
You have never seen?
Do you know what? I see this guy my president of an African country at an African conference. I don't ever check the records at State House. I'm not like a Kabuto Maina Kabuto who says I was at the State House. I've never been in State House. I've never seen President Uhuru Kenyatta privately. We have engaged ourselves privately somewhere that I want to help you in this case. Never. Well, and I stand by this. You see, some people, when they look at me, they think I don't have my own money to do everything. I'm also an entrepreneur in this continent. When I see my continent going down, I have a transport company. It brings in money. What is a ticket to the Hague? $3,000. Matsanga cannot have it.
So how are you going to make the profit? Because I mean,
I am not making profit.
You're not making it. How are you benefiting?
I am not an NGO who wants to fleece people. Most of the NGOs in Africa make money, put the NGOs to fleece people. I am a person who went to Europe 27 years ago. I've come back to help my country, my continent. My continent needs that new direction. And that direction is being stopped by flimsy investigations where injustice has been carried out. 1,300 people died in Mukazi. But look at this. Can I shock you? There is no single death certificate by the chief prosecutor on each file.
But the reasons given is that they've been trying to get information from the Kenyan government, even from medical practitioners, but no one is willing to talk. How do you handle that?
Under 93. Some lawyers come here. I don't need to read that status in my head. File an application under 93 and they say I need that evidence. None of them has filed. You can't hold Kenyatta for technical issues of your own problem.
But how do you explain this? Because
Yes.
there was a report that they were trying to get a contact person
Yes.
who would link them up to medical practitioners who
Yes.
have relevant information in regards to what happened in 2007,
Yes.
2008. But it took the government 1 year to get a contact person.
Because there is no order.
Order from which
There's
part?
no court order. Can I shock you again? Out of all these Mongiki witnesses, only 2 had protection order. Malema Kabutu, no order. Another one, no order. From the court. That means the chief prosecutor was doing something very fishy. You could someone, Mukazi, come quickly, don't tell the other one. Witness number 12 said, I will bring you more Mungiki. You had it on tape. So it means this was a business, a cow, where people were milking, and yet the people had died. We need people to be answerable to the 1,300 people who died. That's why I stood up as an African. Call me anything. Name me any name. But let me tell you, I've stood by the truth, Mukazi.
Well, truth be told. I mean, you read an article by Makau Mutua.
Yes.
In fact, he looks at you and says, you are very adept at selling yourself to African leaders who are in trouble. So basically, you're selling yourself.
I have not sold. I have practically done it. That means I'm more brainy than Makau Mutua. You know that very well.
I don't know.
And I have. Makau Mutua went to United States. I went to United Kingdom, where salvation started from. In the UK, you cannot forge a passport. You cannot forge a certificate from any of those universities. Ask anybody who has studied in the University of United Kingdom. But in the United States, you can buy. Makau Mutua could even buy some certificates down the road.
He has
It's a mafia. Yeah, it's a mafia style. In the UK, there's no mafia dom. You have your reference number, student number, which I have. You punch it in here because it will give you all the details of this man called David Nyekunach Matsanga. It will go, I will smile all the way to the bank with you. But this,
Well, we're trying to establish credibility in terms of what you're saying. Because, I mean, he's even absolutely concerned about that title, doctor. And
it
wonders,
doesn't
where
matter
did you get it?
how Raila got
Getting clear on
doctorship.
that.
Did he work for it?
Well, we're talking about you. I mean,
Now
tell
me.
us about you.
Look
Yeah.
at me. You think at my age of 56 I cannot go to school? Do I look like I'm in debt? I have no knowledge. I went to school. My university is very clear. You can go and check the records in central London, Aldgate East, Calcutta House. I studied political science, international relations. Exactly, very well, because I'm very tough at analysis.
Absolutely.
And then look at this. Surely, 27 years in London, was I carrying dead bodies only? No, because you can work in mortuary. City mortuary and they make money. It's the highest paid job. You can sweep a train. But I decided to go to school at an old age. I'm different. Makau Mutua just hates me. I don't want to say it on this television because I have a case with him in court. in appeal chamber. If in fact today, if I did not have a case with Macau Mutua, Mr. Mkazi, I will tell you more details about Macau Mutua. But I have a case with them.
Right.
There are 11 Kenyans have been looking for since 2008. Those who procured, those who intermediaries who helped the ICC, I have listed them, I've given them to the court. When these cases collapse, you are going to see how ICC comes for our people. The explanation is going to come.
You know, one concern that has been put on the table is that you've been so passionate in regards to the people accused and not so much the victim.
Today, my opening statement.
Well, today, but you know, for the very past.
Because the truth has come out. What I said, the victims need justice. One, there is no redemption strategy in Kenya. Let me come to a law, because I know very well that Uhuru Kenyatta is being held on technical grounds now, not on legal grounds.
Technical grounds.
Technical grounds. Take this to the bank.
Tell us more.
He has nothing of evidence there now, because the investigations were shot, fraud, procured. People procured the witnesses like tomatoes. Bring that one. Bring this one. Go to case number 2 of Ruto. It is the worst case that you cannot even talk about, because people just gathered themselves, created an academy of witnesses, and then in this academy they chose the tall, the high, bring. They need to understand that is not a very good investigation by the ICC. Because is fighting extradition, because he was also used to buy witnesses for ICC, and then ICC turned on him because they want to close his mouth. That's exactly what they did to me, Mukazi. When I shouted about these cases being flawed, Ocampo sent a warrant for me. I said I will fight it publicly in court because I have evidence. One, I had 72 pieces of evidence, including a video where Ocampo was receiving money.
You have a video?
Yes, it is in the court. I'm not a joker. It's in the court, in the appeal chamber. I've sealed it there. It is up to the appeal chamber to see the video and say it is right or wrong. Ocampo went to another African country somewhere.
Well, that's what you're telling us. We've not seen it.
I have said it for 6 years.
All right. There's something here that the Office of the Prosecutor is trying to say, that the reason why the case might be collapsing is because of the country, Kenya, not cooperating with the court.
What cooperation do you need when a country allows you, your investigator? Is there one investigator who has been killed here? Is there one?
I mean, the problem is not talking.
Ose tigokwano oruge ko seru nwanne ase keke satwe ninu na awo na ke ka ndi boy satwe ninu ndigbo ọ na-egbu na megbu chei ovoko ase ezo ke heri udele ndị nwe mmadụ atụtụ ngịga ọwụ okwu Igbo bụrụkwa inu ọ na-afụgono ka esi were onye isi oche the government of the zoo which have sworn that they must destroy anything that got to do with Christians and the Biafrans in Nigeria. Because you can imagine a president of a nation is giving speech on the 1st of October, say he addressing the nation. The only thing he mentioned is IPOB, and they are going to destroy IPOB. What happened to the terrorists? In fact, even the issue that is happening in Kwara, the idiots refuse to mention it. IPOB is their only problem because IPOB is the one that is spoiling their business. You see, I will still maintain this word. Anybody, whether you believe in one Nigeria or you believe in Biafra or you believe in an Igbo nation, and you are still fighting the Igbos, you are still fighting anyone who is coming to give Nigerian government to Woto. My brother, you are an imbecile. A bastard. Because Nigerian government have already made it clear, the only people that have stopped them from carrying out their evil agendas is IPOB. Is the people of Ndigbo. Then why is he mentioning IPOB as people that is going to crush or you are winning the war against insecurity? The insecurity the Nigerian government created in Biafra land, the insecurity they created using hopeless Utojunjo, Dave Umahi, and Peter Mba. These are the people they are using to create insecurity. Shadow, making it look like the southeast is no-go area, so that they are going to stop everything that got to do with the foreign investors. And even the Igbo doing their business, we then move from there to Lagos. That is what Tunumbus and others are fighting. I can tell you this for free of charge, that the insecurity in Biafra land is being carried away by Yoruba bastard and Yoruba boons politicians. Hausas will not have hand in it. Believe it or leave it. Because they want every business, whatever you are doing. You can imagine as small as Lagos is, how many seaports Lagos have? How many international airports that Lagos have? How many federal government presence? What are they using to do all these things? Now the money where they come from my natural gas and oil in my Biafra land, they're using it against me and using it to develop other area. When you ask them, they will tell you, do you know how much Lagos port is generating? Are you okay? Let other ports begin to work and let me see that Igbo man who will endure all this rubbish they are doing in Lagos and say you want to remain in Lagos. They don't born you well. If they believe that they have the capacity to hold all the whole Igbos, let them open all the whole seaport, Warri Seaport, Port Harcourt Seaport, Calabar Seaport, and let there be an international standard airport in that southeast. You cannot tell me that if you want to fly, go to anywhere now, you must leave all the way from southeast, go to Lagos or go to Abuja. Some people will even go to Kano. And then you are boasting that you are generating how much? How much are you generating? Because of me, and you are still yet, I cannot have rest of mind. A government official in Lagos is calling the Igbos illegal immigrants. In a place they say we are supposed to be one Nigeria, and those people that they are calling illegal immigrants still absorb that and still having a what they call it, and they are still making investment in Lagos. You can imagine that rubbish. You can imagine how my people are thinking. If all the whole billionaires in a trade fair as panda in a what they call it, this computer village, in a Dumota and Alaba International, if all of them come together and say we are going to develop East and have a standard seaport, my brother, nobody is going to stop them. But all of them are just, I don't even know. Let me not use a word now that somebody will come and say, I am using a bad word on my own people. I don't know how they are reasoning. Somebody call you an illegal immigrant. They even call you aliens. You still absorb it and say, hey, we are one Nigeria. Now you are the one forcing them to become one Nigeria. They have already shown you that you are not even welcome. You are not needed. See, yet in our own community, you are still forcing them. We must become one Nigeria. We are not going nowhere. We developed it. Who did they call you to develop Lagos? Every time we develop Lagos, did they call you? Who beg you to develop Lagos? I mean, them tell you, say, make you know develop your own region. Make you go, they carry all your resources, they develop another man's land. Today you build. They will allow you, collect all the whole money. When you build, finish, they won't even allow you to enter it and enjoy it for one day. The bulldozer will come and bulldoze everything down. And you will keep on shouting, hey, money na water, they will get tired of demolition. My brother, now your money they lose, now your sweat they lose. Even if that your money say is illegal, no. My brother, but now you still make the money. Let us think home. That is the only advice I can give to my people. Yes, the congressmen and the women and the U.S. Government. Now, Nigeria have been booked back to country of particular concern. So what does that signify? It means that we have won the war against the zoo. And it is worth celebrating. So, my brother, my sister, I want you to celebrate this victory. Celebrate it because it is worth it. It's worth it. Anyway, let us dissect the comment section because fine and good. We will be here. Because can buy glass, can go news. You will be asking, where is my eyeglass? My eyeglass is here, no problem. Okay, according to Nikki Agnes, he said church Abasago. Yes, so church Abasago. Chiboy said, forget now. So we don't hear the sins. My brother, don't talk that one. When Nigeria was put on a control of particular concern, if not for that nonsense Joe Biden, by now they have sanctioned Nigeria. They could have sanctioned Nigeria entirely. But after Trump lose the second tenure, because Joe Biden and Obama and what they call him, the other one, all of them are supporting terrorism. In fact, they are the one that is sponsoring Boko Haram through the USAID. They removed Nigeria from control of particular concern without not minding the kind of killings under Buhari. Now they have been booked back to it. What faces them now is another sanction very soon. And be ready for that. Let me not say much. At least this one is the case said after speaking, no action. because they are benefiting from the insecurities. Are you seriously? Abraham Negum said, God bless everyone. You people are wonderful. In fact, you are doing the marvelous work. Nick Agnes said, God bless Dr. David Matsanga for all he do for the African continent. Okay. Mba Michael said, God bless Canada for standing for poor Christians. Of course, they are the one that prescribed what they call it, APC government. Godwin Ifanye Chuku said, may God continue to bless David Matsanga for his good work upon the humanity. Anyway, my people, now we go take a break. And as it stands, just help me to circulate this video, let it go viral. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more videos coming your way. I will be here again to give you another Ubunga news. Just make sure you never relent. Do your own while I do my own. Enwere ihe a na-akpọ division of labor. Ka Chineke mezie okwu.